it's something that you're destined to repeat. No, it has to end, but you I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, it's Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Hooks. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The Bears are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that is incomplete.
Well, when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a 1st down. This offense is...
He's got him in, complete. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Bears nothing. James Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ramos. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from April's draft.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
32 yards. And the Bears first down.
To throw, Williams.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again here, Williams.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Colston Loveland.
31 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he brought it to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, it's Ramos. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts is going to do himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hooks. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Eagles have recovered.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this throw will be intercepted.
Still going inside the 20.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
He's going deep for Brown.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, here's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll try the left side. Hooks. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas!
To the air, Williams.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Williams from the gun on third down. And it is caught. Touchdown Bears! Rome Odunze.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Ramos.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
23 yards on the play.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Hooks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Williams loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. Does the big boy have the juice? And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bears 21.
Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake
Elliott now to kick this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
All the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready to up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
and the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
That's the score. Eagles 31. Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Vegas, Vegas.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, Deuce wide open. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Bears first down.
Whiskey.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Bears 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run on first down. It's Ramos. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ramos. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On third down, Ramos. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing his Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
180.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.